Welcome back to the fun stability hypermobility series. Today we're looking at the soft ball. So if you have a ball, go grab that, and we will look at 10-minute class for stability, which can be fun using a small prop. Okay, so again, hopefully these are all things we can do either seated or lying down. So I'm trying to make things as accessible as possible so everybody can start working on their stability at home. So these are great. I love the softball. Again, the more inflated it is, obviously, it's going to be a little bit more challenging. We do want a little bit of give in these so that we can feel a little bit of pressure. Again, it's a very light touch. We're not sort of squishing it and using a lot of brute force. And actually you can see when I do that, I lose my stability. So the lighter the touch, the better. You will have more control, more stability, okay? And I think this is why they're so great for our proprioception, because with hypermobility, we often don't know our own force, right? We don't control our movements sometimes quite as well. So we use a lot of effort, and that can be actually quite damaging to us, and you know, we end up straining things. So gentle, gentle. So we'll start seated, and then I'm going to come down onto the mat, do some supine stuff. So again, hold the ball just in the palm of your hand. So try not to grip it, just let your ball rest. I'm going to go sideways so you can see. So I'm not sort of arching, and I'm hopefully not slumping. So if you need to sit with a chair support, that's fine. Yeah. Now, all I'm going to do, it's like a little isometric hold. I'm going to put a little bit of pressure on the ball using the heel of my hand. So I'm not using my fingers. And what I'm hoping will happen is as I put a little bit of pressure on my ball, my shoulders don't do that. Okay. So I'm working again, a bit of wrist stability, shoulder stability as well. So when I exert pressure here, this doesn't happen, which is super useful, right? If you're picking something up, picking up the kettle, picking up a cup of tea, you don't want to end up doing this. So this helps us understand that I can exert pressure through my extremities without losing stability elsewhere. So as you exhale, gently imagine drawing your hands in towards the ball. Now, have your shoulders remained in the same place? Hopefully, yes. Has your back remained long and hasn't collapsed or arched? And then just release. So as we exhale, we gently draw in. Inhale, release. Okay, so nice and gentle. Use your breath. Again, it shouldn't hurt your wrist, so it can be super gentle. We're not sort of doing this. Make sure you're not bending at your wrists. It's so soft. And actually try and find the movement coming from here. So as you find the ball, find it from here, not from your wrists. Yeah, that's got no stability. So that's number one. Number two, again, you might want to deflate it. If it's too big, just pop a cushion in instead. Can I gently think of using the back of the armpit? You could bend it actually, because if you've got hypermobile elbows, that might not be quite as good. So let's bend it. And as I exhale, can I draw in? Again, not from here, not this. Can you notice you barely see anything move, but I'm contracting the back of the armpit. Again, trying not to let that happen, which we all do. And, you know, the reason I can give you all these watch points is because I've probably done them all myself, made those mistakes, yeah, because I have the same as you, right? So I've been there and I know how a hypermobile body responds. Let's do the other side. So my body desperately wants to do that. And I have to really focus on the back of my armpit to try and keep that in place. Again, I'm not doing this. Shouldn't hurt. It might be a tiny, tiny movement. And you can see I'm not moving much at all. Okay, so we've done one more. Okay, so we've done one exercise, two exercises. We're going to come and lie down. Hopefully you can see me on the mat. Yes. Bring your ball, have a head support, whatever you need. Come and lie down. So settle yourself into the mat. Take your ball again. So similar to what we were already doing, think about what we've been doing, working from the back of the body. Let your pelvis settle and drop. And all you're going to do is lift the ball up. So don't squeeze the ball. Notice how my shoulders stay on the ground. I didn't do this. And then bring the ball back to you. Okay? So it's a slow going up. Shoulder, elbow, wrist stability. Draw the ball back. See if you can do this keeping softness through the spine. A nice long neck. So again, a bit more dynamic, functional, because in real life you probably do this action quite a lot as we reach forward to get something. One more. Now you're going to hold it here. Okay, so that was exercise number 3. Number 5, we're going to take the ball slightly overhead. Now we're going to obviously make sure we don't arch our back. So I might only go to here, doesn't matter how far you go. Is your back still nice and heavy? Bring it forward. You might want to come forward a little bit, depends on your range. Check your elbows that they're still soft. So exercise number 4, heavy pelvis, heavy ribs. Slow. So now we've got shoulders, spinal stability, lumbar stability, elbows, wrists. Can you see how I work in a whole body way? Now, this isn't just a shoulder exercise. This is a whole body exercise. Everyone is impacted by what's going on. Okay, so have a little rest. Take your ball, pop it between your knees. Okay, now again, we're not squeezing this ball violently. We're not doing this. That's not going to give us stability. Let your pelvis be heavy. You might want to put your hands on your pelvis. As you exhale, gently draw the skin of your inner thighs in towards the ball. Did your back arch? Is it still nice and soft? Release the ball. So how softly can you do this? In and out. In and out. Okay, so bit of pelvic stability, hip stability. Knee stability, because I'm not just driving this with my knee, I'm thinking of the whole inner thigh. And then final exercise, again, we might want to start with just lifting a heel, which is fine. Okay. If you're able to maintain heaviness in the ribs and pelvis, could you extend the leg without the ball dropping, without my leg dropping? So my knees have stayed the same height. So can I extend and come back? Yeah. So a little bit of hip, knee stability together, pelvic stability, lumbar stability. One more each side. And just relax. Well done. So, 10 minutes stability with the soft ball. And again, I think it's really important that, you know, when we're talking stability, it is a global experience. Yeah, we might be thinking I can mainly feel this in my shoulders or my knees or whatever, but everything is impacted by that. Okay, stability is a whole body stability. You know, we spend enough time feeling disjointed. Let's make sure that our stability work is actually integrating us. Okay, it's much more effective and much more realistic, to be honest. you could do all the shoulder stability you want, but if your lumbar spine is still all over the place, the shoulders are going to be impacted by that. Yeah, so integration is super, super important. So I hope you enjoyed that class. Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you again soon.